everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Lazy Cat Reactions. We are at the Season 10 mid-season premiere. This is episode 10, Together and Apart. Georgie heads off to search for Tim, leaving Amy to deal with her precarious condition and a panicked horse trapped in a trailer. Last time, of course, they had crashed, and that one horse was panicking, rightly so. I mean, he didn't know what the hell's going on. He doesn't know why people aren't getting to him. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, they are surrounded by rocks. Why don't they just take a couple of rocks and try to use that to smash off that metal lever? I cannot get this clean. Why don't they just do that? Take a rock and do that to the lever or something, or that, whatever would work. Now maybe that wouldn't work, but I was just sitting here thinking to myself, you're surrounded by rocks. Use them, It just seems like that would be the solution, Use that to get the lever. I don't know how much they could use it for that door on the inside of the trailer. Maybe they, if they use the rock and bang it, it'll create enough of a dent that they could kind of get through to open. I don't know, but it just seems like they could do something with those rocks, especially Georgie, because she's just being kind of useless right now. And if they did something like that, granted it would kind of freak the horse out, but maybe the horse would know, okay, they are trying to get to me instead of just leaving me in here. We know that they'll get to him, and hopefully he'll be okay. I have a feeling that the owner who abandoned him, I hate using the term owner, I have a feeling that the person who abandoned him is going to come back at some point, and hopefully Amy will tell her to get fucked. That she should not have left her horse with them, which is true. She shouldn't have. She saw that he had made some progress there with Amy, and so that should have been her key, that maybe things are going to be all right. But instead, she saw that as the opportunity to take off. So I think at some point she's going to come back, and like I said, hopefully Amy will just tell her to get fucked. As I would. I'd be like, and if she would say anything about that's my horse, I'd say, no, it's not. You abandoned it. And as soon as you drove away, you gave up any rights to that horse. So yeah, that's not your horse now, all right? Get out of here with that shit. And then, of course, it says Amy in a precarious condition, because we know the crash might have done something to her and the baby, but we know it'll be all right. And of course, Ty is in Mongolia, so he's not going to be able to get there to help. Obviously, everything is going to be okay. We know that. So I'm not too worried, but still, we'll have to see how they go about getting out of this condition. And I like how it says Georgie heads off to search for Tim, because we saw at the very end Spartan was returning to where they were without Tim. So at some point he fell off, because I think he's suffering from a concussion. So she's gonna search for Tim. Hopefully Amy then can work on calming down that horse, maybe grabbing a rock and using it to break open that door. I tell you, nothing's ever easy for them, is it? Let's get started. I thought Spartan was more black. This is showing him as more brown. Is it a different horse?
What happened?
He fell off.
Amy said it was just into that.
Yes.
It's just
Can you, let it go for once?
There's only one thing.
If she thought she could do it, she could do
I'm
it.
running back towards territory. I already know that. There's no way.
Yeah, she's right.
Besides,
I thought Spartan was more black, not brown. And of course, Tim and Bob are searching for bear kind. He has to drive. He can't really hold it. He's trying to be careful. Not like he's doing that on purpose. You would think Spartan would lead them to Tim.
Boy,
And he came back to them,
what are you
so.
doing in there?
He's panicking. Look at the fear in his eye.
We're gonna get you out, okay?
We'll get him out now. Grab a rock and beat that lever to death. Uh-oh.
Hey, look, you're back.
Hey,
Hey,
The
Jack.
ex-husband's here.
Got it, Mitch.
Here.
nice to be back.
He's waking up. That's a good sign. Definitely has a concussion. Yeah, concussion. Shit.
Hey, look,
Hey, he's telling you. He's alerting you. He's alerting you.
Tim!
Georgie.
Georgie.
See?
Smart, easy,
He's leading you.
smart. Hey,
Georgie, he's leading you. Let him lead you.
let's go. Smart. You can't go back.
Yes, he can.
Got it?
I should have figured that out when I saw him doing the IV, because that's right, they did trank it the last episode. I see a rock right there that they could use to break that lever. See, they told them about the cub in the first place, so I get the feeling that they're not there to cause trouble. Maybe they are, but then that kind of defeats the purpose. Why would you have told them about an injured bear cub if you didn't want it to survive? They said they were doctors, they said they were veterinarians. You mentioned about the bear cub. Maybe they are going to take the bear cub. We'll find out. But Amy, of course, will be okay with the baby. I think the horse will be okay. He does seem like he's calmed down a bit, and that's because of her. And what Lou doesn't know, of course, is what Peter told Jack. That when the papers are sitting in front of her, maybe she'll realize the finality of it and decide that she doesn't want to sign them. Which I think is ultimately what Peter wants, which is why I think he's been pushing hard for that. Kind of like his last ditch effort to save the marriage. You know? Present the papers, she'll realize the finality of it, not be able to go through it, and then they start mending and coming back together. Because you could tell it was hurting him. They're talking about it, you know, especially when he was talking about moving on, because he didn't seem like he wanted to. It seemed like he was being careful with his words. Because again, he told that to Jack, but he hasn't said that to her. Why? Because he doesn't really want her to know about that. The devious plan that he has is the last ditch effort to save the marriage. Which unfortunately I think she's gonna sign him. I think she's not even gonna look at him. I think she's just gonna grab the papers and sign him. And I think that's gonna hurt him. And like I said, he still cares. You know, he was willing to go with Jack to find Amy and Tim and Georgie and the horses. So, you know, he's still a part of the family even if they're divorced.
Hey, whoa.
He
please.
told them.
Calm down. All right, calm down.
He did tell
You
them.
told us about the dead bear, and you said a cub might have escaped.
Just pay the dude. If you said you were going to offer a reward, then that's on you,
You
dude.
ready? Ready, boss.
Yeah, that's on you, dude. So you pay the fucking reward.
Georgie,
Nah, they call Karen. She's out.
are you okay? What happened? Okay.
Come on. Come on, Tim. You're real close. You're real close. You can make it. Good job, Tim.
Okay, here we go. Half the
Very important. Half.
Okay, let's go get Amy now. Okay, I'll follow you.
Good boy, Spartan. Or just don't sign the papers and try it again.
56 is the next right.
Yeah, I see it.
They do like the little tents at their house. That's cool. Yeah, the poor little cub probably knew it lost its mama. So I wonder, I mean, obviously they're gonna have to release it back into the wild, but without its mama, they probably won't be able to do it right away. They'll have to kind of nurse it and everything, make sure it gets the stuff it needs. But poor little baby cub. Yeah, like I was saying, I wonder if Bob will stay longer or if he'll just be gone the 4 months. I know he said someone is looking after his reserve while they're gone. And yeah, Tim was like, "You're not gonna get Amy to leave these horses," and it's like, "Yeah, that's true. She'll stay. She'll make sure the horses are taken care of because that's who she is. She will sacrifice her health for the horse. As long as Spartan and this other horse are okay, then she'll take care of herself. But yeah, her first priority is to the horse." And I'm like, they shouldn't leave anyways. I mean, if she was going to go with, I would be like, I'm not going anywhere until Georgie's here. Have Georgie stay with Spartan and the other guy, which Amy seems to be the one who can calm him, so Georgie probably wouldn't have much luck with him anyways. But yeah, it's good. Karen's getting Tim to the hospital. Then she can turn around, come back to them. She can inform the hospital there's going to be a pregnant lady coming. You know, by letting the hospital know, they can maybe get people out there. They would have resources. They could get people out there to help them move the truck and get the horse out.
There's the truck.
Yep.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get him out.
Let's see what we can do.
See? Here we go. Baby.
Baby, don't get back.
You sure? No, I got checked out by a doctor in Canmore. We're both fine. Good. Oh,
Told
look at you. You're showing even more. What were you thinking, Amy? Doing a clinic way out in the mountains? I get
Lou,
it.
shut up.
Glad you're home. You too.
So what are they gonna do with the horse? I like how Jack's like, Spartan's right there.
Okay. Here you go, boy. You're gonna make it. This should be it.
Yep, he's gonna make it.
Got it.
Got it.
Alright.
And they should feel good about that. You know? They should. Because now they've got him, got the bear cub stable. And, you know, Amy tried calling him and it said call failed. And I'm like, I get it. She's missing him and probably sad. I mean, obviously he's going to call her as soon as he gets a chance. I'm kind of surprised all the way out there, though, that they have internet. I'm like, really? They have internet all the way out there in the middle of nowhere? But those guys, I do like how Ty was like, you told us about the Cubs, but you could have helped. Yeah, of course. Well, they had tried to shake them down for money in the last episode too, so. But I'm also thinking, you know, if that guy with the mustache, he had posted something about a reward, all right, so the guy with the mustache be the one to deal with them, with giving them money. I might say, you know what, you told us about the bear, but you didn't help get us, so instead of $500, I'm going to give you $300. course, the guys have guns. They'd probably shoot him for that. But still. Because when Ty said that, you told us about the bear, but you didn't help us. The one Chinese guy was kind of like, did kind of look like he felt bad. Like, yeah. Like, yeah, it did. We didn't help. It's kind of like it dawned on him. Yeah, we really didn't do shit. So, I don't think they're done. I think we're going to see them again. I think they're going to demand some money. Maybe not. But that's just how I kind of see that going. Good boy.
Well, I'll have Scott check him out fully, but
He's a
I'm
beauty.
not seeing any signs of injury.
Looks pretty stiff.
Well, it's gonna take a lot of time for him to be able to trust again after being trapped in that trailer.
Mm-hmm. And
Not to
abandoned.
mention being abandoned.
Boy. Hey,
He calmed down as soon as she jumped
you're
in.
okay. Alright. Just relax.
There you go. Yeah, he's coming to her.
We should do this.
I thought you were hoping she'd change her
I
mind.
think we both need to move on. Right? I think the only way that either of us can move on is to just get this over with.
But yet, the door led you to her, but yet you fucked that up.
We're gonna be okay.
I thought you didn't want her to sign. I thought it was the last-ditch effort to save your marriage. No Lou in it, but...
Do you like it?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, no Lou in it. But, I like that Lou and Peter are still trying to stay friendly. They're still celebrating the birthday. So it's like, even though they've signed the divorce papers and the marriage is now kaput, they're still going to make a relationship work, whether that be a friendship or what. Because obviously, yeah, like she said, you didn't have kids with your last wife. I was thinking that too, like, now with that divorce, yeah, that makes 2 failed marriages on his part. Maybe he's not that good. I mean, look how he put work ahead of them. That's the main thing. Personally, yeah, I think Lou and Peter should have kept fighting. But I mean that as in fighting for each other, not fighting each other. Fighting for each other, not at each other. And, this episode's called Together and Apart because it's like, you can be together or you can be apart. And sometimes it doesn't change how you feel about each other. Amy and Ty are currently apart, but they're together. In a way, Lou and Peter are still together because they always will be because they share kids. But they're separating. And like I said, I do like that they're still having a birthday for him. She still went through this effort of giving him a nice meal and making him a cake and everything. And maybe it is partially for show, just for the kids. But it's still nice. It's showing that she doesn't really want there to be that much animosity between them. And granted, a couple years from now, he's moved on, she's moved on, but they'll still do birthday stuff because he's still going to be in the family. And you don't know, just because they're divorced, they could always get back together. It does happen. Not that old.
So, look at all of you. I was near death and you're celebrating.
It's Peter's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, General.
Thank you.
Come, sit down. Are you okay?
You were not near
Yeah,
death, you had a
fine. Listen,
concussion.
Let me out of that hospital. It's best.
Jack's like, I saw that coming.
Okay, we will show you where this.
Feels pretty good, doesn't it?
Sure does. It's nothing like it.
I get you. Aw, look how he's looking at Ty.
Come on, pick a stone.
Okay. Well,
Here, please.
on that one there, is that taken?
No.
Okay. That's the one then.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
I like how Jack was smiling.
Yeah. Don't worry.
And now that she's officially free, we're going. I love it. Now she's trying to call him, and now he's answering.
Who is that handsome fella? Do I know you?
They drive you crazy.
So you want gory details? I've got gory details.
Okay, spill, mister.
Where do I start? Well,
So, the together and apart, like I said, means, yeah, whether you're together or apart, you'll still make it work. This next episode, it says Cass sees her boyfriend with another woman, which would be Caleb, because she's dating Caleb, right? So, we haven't seen Caleb yet this season, and I'm kind of worried. So hopefully this next one is Caleb, but I'm kind of worried about that because they don't have Caleb listed. They just say her boyfriend. As far as I know, she was still dating Caleb. Somehow they broke up. But anyways, that's something to worry about for the next episode. But I like that Bata came back to tell him that that was it. That was the guy that shot the bear. I think he was happy that they saved the cub. The cub, the way he was looking at Ty as he was feeding him, like, I love you, thank you. And the claws, oof. Yeah, you definitely don't want to mess with a bear. Amy and Ty are apart right now, but they're still together because they still have love and a connection. And even though Lou and Peter have fallen out of love, they're still together in the fact that they have the kids. In fact, I like that he gave her a kiss on the forehead and she allowed it. You know, because that was still kind of intimate. And, you know, I'm still thinking that he could still try to make things happen. As I've said, there are plenty of couples who divorce and get back together. So maybe try to do that. Divorce, you know, now you're officially divorced. So now just try to build a new relationship. He tried that there at the end of season 9, you know, and she had said, where was he a year ago? Like, basically end of season 8. And yeah, okay, he was a little late coming back, but at least he came back. Maybe over the time that they've been apart, maybe he has kind of gotten to the move on phase. But then he told Jack, you know, I'm hoping that maybe she'll look at the divorce papers and realize the finality of it. And then decide, yeah, I don't want to do this. And she'll change her mind. And she did seem hesitant, you know. Because she was looking at the papers and you could see that she was kind of hesitating. But you couldn't quite read Peter. You know? Like, you couldn't quite read him as if he was wanting her to have that change of heart. I mean, if she had said, you know what, no, I'm not going to do this, what would he have done? Would he have been upset about it, or would he have been like, good, that was the answer I was hoping to get? Thank you for joining me for this reaction. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, hit the like button and subscribe for more content. I will see you in my next video. Bye.